gives me great pleasure actually to introduce to you today one of my former students, Annalis. Annalis came to us about 2 years ago. What a brilliant student she was. It's very rarely that we get students who are really interested in animals. And Annalis certainly had a flair for animals when she first came to us. Always interested in the rabbits, always interested in guinea pigs and any other animal that we had at the farm. Always ready to give a hand or to give advice. And how wonderful it is to see her now in full-time employment, working with animals and reptiles.
How long have you been with Transferable Skills Training?
Longer than I can remember. 2 years?
What about Transferable Skills Training has helped you most?
There's a lot. So when I started the programme, I went through a lot of other things in the past, where I'd been to a lot of different schools and colleges to find the right one. When I ended up coming there, I got all the help I needed. It was very easy to communicate with the staff members, and they slowly introduced me into my class so that it wasn't a big freak out. Making friends was much easier being there, and I've made a lot more friends being here from all my training there. It's just little things really, and everything's just come together to help me here.
My name is Luke Lloyd. I am the manager here at Tamar View Aquatics and Reptile Centre. So since Annalis has started here at Tamar View Aquatics and Reptile Centre, she's brought a kind of a unique approach to the way that she works. A lot of people sort of learn information, they get on with it. Annalis doesn't kind of stop there, she goes away, she wants to learn more. She's researching different ways and different styles of doing certain things, because anything when it comes to the animal world, there's lots of different ways of doing something. So she's been able to kind of bring that in, debate certain subjects and topics, if you like, and different ways of doing things, and we've been able to look at what works best for that particular animal, and as a business, what we would then recommend to the customers. So she's been very hot on that. Annalis likes change, so she likes to look at how she can improve and how things can be different. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we do have to sometimes rein her in a little bit because she's just full steam ahead, but that's, as I say, it's not a bad thing, it's pretty good. She's also got a friendly attitude as well towards customers. She always wants to help. You can see the enthusiasm. There's an ongoing joke that you wouldn't think that she's not on commission, because when she's trying to sell, she's selling hard and fast. But as I say, that's not a bad thing, that's pretty good, and we like that passion and that enthusiasm that she brings.
These ones are a little bit more lazy than these ones. So there's a difference completely in their shower pattern. Communication with people. It's made it much easier for me to talk to people. I've been able to interact with people better. Like beforehand, I was pretty much staying in all the time and I wouldn't do a whole lot. I enjoy coming to work. If there's extra days or extra shifts, I want to be here. I'm here on my days off. I just love it. I love working with the reptiles. I work with the fish downstairs, and obviously I work on the tills with Jackie, and sometimes I'll be in the machinery bit with John. But it's just all really good. I couldn't recommend the place more. They've all been so welcoming. Staff members are brilliant. We're just a whole team. It's a bit like a family.
I'm Jackie Batten, the owner of Tamar Aquatics, Carkeel, Sotash.
How did Annalis find you?
She found me through a customer actually that came into the shop, and he thought she would be very good for here. Good for her, good for us. And so we gave her a trial as a volunteer for a few weeks, and then we offered her the job.
Do you believe she's enjoying the work here?
Oh, she's certainly enjoying the work, yeah, without a question. She would work more days if she had half a chance, but she enjoys it, yeah.
And from your perspective, what is the biggest challenge she's overcome?
I think really it's meeting the general public really, and sort of having a one-to-one relationship with customers that come in, and losing the shyness and being able to communicate. I think that has been the major thing. Her communication has been a big, jump forward. She's come on in leaps and bounds really. You can see a difference from the time that she first started to the time now. I mean, she's not afraid of anything basically. She'll go in across anything, not necessarily reptiles, can be fish, you name it really, construction. She'll do anything you ask of her, and she's willing always to do it.
My favourite bit is when I actually get to handle something. Obviously I can't get things out all the time because we're busy. But when I can, to get something out to show people. Or my other favourite bit is actually educating people on the reptile that they want to buy, so that they know what they're going to do and they can go home knowing that they've got all the information they needed. Like, for example, we recommend that they actually go home and do all the research before we sell it to them. So when I was with a customer earlier and we were talking about water dragons and bearded dragons, I recommended the bearded dragon more because they've got a child. Whereas water dragons could be a bit more fritzy. Bearded dragons, as you can see, will just sit there. I quite like the Yemen chameleon. We've got a few different little bits and bobs here. The beardies are quite cool. I've got a few of my reptiles here that I've got at home. Probably the snakes and the chameleons.
What a fantastic path and journey she's taken. I'm really, really proud of her, and I can only wish her all the very, very best for the future.